Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another day to Tritontech. And I disabled the no tears mod that's supposed to remove snowy effects inside voxels. So we'll see if me getting rid of that fixes my issue that I'm having. If not, we'll kind of have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what's going on. But we're done down here for the moment because I have drilled all that I could with what I had. So we'll get rid of this. I have kind of researched the the road destination mod a little bit, and I would kind of need to change the rover. I say that because, well, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. There's ways around it. The reason why I say I kind of need to, let's hop in here and let's check our iron. 9K. Still got a little bit of gravel. Actually, we got a lot of gravel still. Alright. I'm going to hop out and I'm going to grab two things. Once I get it, there we go. I'm gonna grab that. And grab a couple of those. We're gonna head back towards the iron mine. I still need to put lights on this thing. Because once I set up the road stuff, which would be quite cool, I don't know if I'm gonna do it today, but eventually we will be doing it. And it's going to, from what I was watching, it's going to back up. Onto here, so it would actually make it a lot easier for it to get off. Which would be nice. And what I have at the back, I have a big one. And I didn't grab the connector. Alright, let's throw this in here real quick. Scrap that. And take all the iron that's in here. It's quite a bit of iron. Alright, so I won't need to come back for a while. Looks like I probably have to set up another drill for stone now. Unless I can set up one of those resource nodes just for stone. Which I may try to do. Let's go here. Let's grab this guy. I could put it there, but I'm gonna put it here. So that way it can still flow into, it will still fill up the containers. But the only way to connect out of this is gonna have to go to the sorter. Okay, so we want to, let's go ahead and set this up as drain off. What's in here right now? How much is in here? One full cargo container. That's pretty awesome. Alright. So let's go back here. I thought I have. Yeah, we just use regular reinforced. Like so. Or not reinforced, but. And the sorter is primed and ready. So I'll put a connector on here and then bring a programmable block and a connector. So the things I need to take off of here is these sorters and yeah, I think just the sorters on the rover. And I need to set up like multiple connectors, so I've already been thinking about how I'm gonna redo this whole cargo garage area that I kind of want to work on a little bit. Yeah, I want to work on that just slightly. Let's see. I thought it was dark enough. Nope, still daytime. Kind of figured. Okay. How much concrete do we have? I'll take that. Actually, let's see if I can. I might disable one of these now. I may leave the back one up and disable the front one so I can extend out just a tad bit. Because I do want to extend back this way, but if I do, the garage is going to just be going into the mountain, which is fine. But at the moment, I need the extra. I need the extra space to actually build like a partial hangar. So. Alright. Come down here. Drop all that off. And figure out how I'm going to get back up there. Like, I kind of want to build a little lift vehicle. Like, I probably should. But also the thing is, I don't need the garage. For the most part, the garage doesn't need to be taller than... this height. So at that height, I can... I think that looks good too. Ah, I'm gonna concrete again. So, with this height, either the garage is here, or the entry is here, or the entry is like lengthwise. And this is the hard part. Trying to get it to stick to the ground. Because there is grid alignment, but you kind of don't want to use that because it may not work. I think from here is gonna work out well. I think this may be the entry to the garage. Like, it kind of makes sense a little. I'm not messing with the terrain at all. But I can also flatten it out by putting in floor pieces and stuff like that, getting it look nice. How many is this though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so each bay is a 3x3. So I can fit 4 connectors easily in here. I kind of like that. I don't need to go after that. I have all my seeds. I don't really need anything extra from there. So, and then if I need more, I can dig it out if we need to go deeper or anything like that. Because how many is it this way? 1, 3, 6. Yeah, that's definitely the entry. Even if it wasn't, even if this was the entry, you drive in, be able to back in. But I think having the parking as more of a carport area may work out better. Because that's probably going to be... It's probably going to go with the there. I might have concrete again. Just so it matches. So it's like I kind of want to use some of the new lights and stuff. So I kind of want to like use like some of the troffer lights and stuff like that. But I'm only using concrete for the supports and the flooring, and then everything else would be made out of steel and everything else. So actually the flooring won't be. Most of the flooring will not be. I just thought about that. If I'm going to be using like the floor blocks, because it has a nice little detail. Well, we'll have to dig out some of this stuff. I'll deal with that when we get there. Okay, so let's see. Can we sleep now? Yeah, I took out the no tears mod. I added the other resource node mod, which supposedly works in conjunction with the version that we're currently using. But the thing I like about the new one is there's a version that you can use where you don't have to hand mine at all. So super excited about trying that out at some point. Let's get the concrete again. And try not to get stuck. Alright, let's go back to 7. I can almost reach it. So I'll go in and I'll drop from here. So that way I'm not doing a very deep drop and killing myself. So hopefully I can put in the wind turbine back in. Let's make sure I'm not standing on that block. I don't need to be being a Looney Tune. Alright, that's the last one. Yep. Alright. It's back to 7. And that's structurally all the way down to the ground. And then Ender. Now you're going to the dock. Sweet. And then, yeah, that would be nice. And then at some point, build a little contraption so I can weld up these pillars. And then I can put a couple more of these small ones around for up here on the roof. Mainly after I get rid of that one. Ow. I knew that was going to happen. Happened later than I was expecting it to, but it happened. Alright, let's get rid of these 12 rubble pieces. Alright. Ooh. Let's try... Can I get this one turbine back at... Is it on 3? It's on 3. Ha! Got it on the first take. Ooh, that is going to be cutting it close, though. Sweet. That one's going to have the best clearance, because this one's kind of close to the ground. But, it's something. Like, I'm not fully min-maxing everything this time because I don't want to. I'm just trying to play and have some fun. So I think doing this, doing it the way I'm doing it, will be very, very nice. Change of pace. How much, not enough for one block. Alright. How much is this producing from here? I might have to look in the menu. Oh, let's check. Currently outputting 7, 6. The first one. Okay, so they're both producing about the same amount. But I do think the third one, will produce more overall. Especially depending on if a storm isn't going on. Okay, so I got that. Let's grab a bunch of steel plate real quick. Alright, what's the number? 1, 2, 3, 8. Alright, so that one needs to be replaced with iron. Meteor storm! Go away, you stupid meteors. Which way is it coming? Okay. So not too bad. That sun glare is pretty cool though. Yeah, so let's kind of look at what I'm gonna use the. Let's figure out where they are. Like I want to use the troffer lights. Troffer lights, troffer. I know I can just search lights. I just want to look at everything. But I might just search lights. Mainly because I don't see it in those two, unless it's under the corner one, since I'm also using the Rebels lights mod pack, which I almost always use because I like the. Yeah, I don't see it. Like I see him there. But I do want to use the halves in particular. Okay. So just the invert just means it's on the other side. Dude, you're getting super close to me. You need to go away. Alright, so let's grab our blue. And I'll stop there for the moment. because I still need to put the concrete on this one. And get rid of that one, that line. That line was mainly so I can get the floor in, then. I go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 blocks, so every other, so troffer, troffer, troffer. Actually, no, because that's wall, line. Damn it. Let's get up there. Once I not get stuck. Okay, so that's the entry to the garage line. Either I do it long way or I do it this way. I may do it this way. So troffer. So that way each bay has its own 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Has its own set of vertical lights.
Energy low.
But if I wanted to as well, I could. What could I do? Typically, at this point, I would do like skylights, but I want to use the troffer lights. But they might sit 1 block lower. Let's get down there. Yeah, they might sit like here. On this level. To give, so that way we have a level of protection of armor and then little detailing underneath. For lights and such. Which I think would kind of look interesting. We have a little bit of like detailed work and but then I can also like on the top where where I'm gonna be putting like some of um where I'm gonna put some of the wind turbines, have them in a way where they what's the word I'm looking for? Uh I don't know. It's like I may put like the words I'm looking for are I may put like something like the interior wall blocks on top of these just to give a little bit of like extra detailing. Like I think that will look really, really cool. Alright, let's get back. Let's get rid of that guy. Let's grab a couple of that. A couple of that. Okay, so let's go back here. And four. I got that. I may try to put like a staircase or something up here so we can do like maintenance. Alright, so let's load up this block. That's 3 away. And that's already double what the old one was doing. Almost double. get over here. What's this one? Slap down this one here. It's saying it's the same, but I think it can do more. Which is what I was after. Alright, so in here. Okay, still got some interior plates and such. Let's go back to 4. Let's bring down this. I think adding just a little bit of extra detail, even if it's the like the vent portion of this. Just that little extra great. We'll kind of break up the detail a little bit. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need like something to actually, I'm going to take these out for a second. Notice I can get in there and weld. Let's weld up some of those lights. Let's get some of this done. And I still get some stuff that I can get out. Sweet. Alright, so back to 4. Actually, not there. Alright, so here we want like that. Get all these lights done. Or get most, or I think having the first one done, that's gonna give me, like, allow us to like fully plan out fully how this garage is gonna function.
Energy low.
Yeah, that's gonna, that's gonna look nice in the end. Hmm. So do I want the connector here or here? I'm waiting one block in so that I have plenty of space for piping. So the piping kind of looks, no. Let's do it outside of it. And I'm gonna use the I'm not gonna use that pipe. I'm gonna use a different piping because it's gonna give a little bit of extra jizz. It's just gonna, I think it's gonna look just a little bit better. Alright, what do I have on me? Let's get rid of that. So here, make sure they're all lined up. And they are. So now, let's get these welded up and then I'll start working on getting these piped up so that we can I don't have to keep running back and forth. Granted, still need a place to like live in, and I'm working on, yeah, I got my priorities so straight. Instead of actually working on a livable space, I'm working on stuff for resources, which we need. So it's kind of tough. I'm trying to balance out what to actually do, like what I should be working on. Right, let's grab, that's the outside wall. The pillars are there. Let's grab some. Let's grab some of that. Let's also grab, I think I need these. It's been a while since I used them. Just solid block along here. I need a little bit more concrete. Just a couple pieces. A stack of 10 will do. A stack of 10 will do nicely. Alright, let's go to 7. Shift P. Okay. Let's go to 8. That's annoying. That at the moment, it's not in its group like it's supposed to be. Like usually that's the group, and then I can just pull everything I'm looking for. But I want this one. I want those 4. And then I want like the only thing is they don't pipe up together well. Like I can make an interesting shape out of them, so where it goes into one, out of the other, into one, out of the other, to get to the cargo container. Which is probably what I'm gonna end up doing. Just so that everything is connected. 6. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Not for the curve up piece. The first piece isn't gonna work. Technically, the second piece. But it's doable. I just need. I have this one. I need this one. And then let's take the non-supported one. Since actually no, let's use the supported one. Looks nicer, a little bit. Yeah, so this way all they all should be connected up to cargo once we get there. But I think what I might do in the meantime is have a cargo out here. Like I got, technically I think I got 3 cargo containers. We got 1, 2, is there one under here? Yeah, I got 3, which is not enough. But that one's just for food. That one is only hoarding food. So, actually, let's just grab all the concrete. All the concrete. And let's get it to make me more. We will need it. Let's do it here. Put that there. Where's the cargo containers? Yeah, let's use one of these guys. I think using one of these is like kind of outside. It kind of makes it look like it's it makes it look a little bit more intentional. Where's the rest of my? I'll just grab that. But I think I want to do it in a way where all right, let's go. Kind of want it here. So let's go. Let's take that. And I want... Let's grab a junction.
Energy low.
Your energy's low. Put a junction there. And let's put a curve piece. Down there. Let's go ahead and get rid of that piece. And do this. And then run around or jump around to get to the last bit.
Energy critical.
You're critical. So yeah, let's do this real quick. This will allow me to get this a bulk storage up to hopefully. Can't believe the sun's going down. Doesn't feel like it's been that long. And let's go back here real quick. Let's put that there to see if I can get it to snap where I want it to. It's 3 blocks wide. Come on, game. Work with me. Ow! Stupid hell. That's not good. Hailstorm. No, no, no! Get unstuck! This is why I should have been working on a pressurized space. I'm just gonna keep running back and healing. So I can keep working. Alright, let's go. Let's put that there. Will that give me what I want? That gives me what I want. Ow! That one hurt the worst. Let's run back over here. Yep, it lined up where I wanted it to. Yes, please. Come on. I'm gonna have to go get in the cockpit. Yeah, let's do that. While I wait for all of that to be built up. Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit in the cockpit. While I wait for this storm to pass. I wonder if I can sleep it off, actually. I think it is nighttime. No! It's not! How? That hurt! I don't think I healed after the last one. So, we get ourselves a big cargo. I can finish piping up all the way over. We get our... So that way, our connectors are well lined up. This rover can move over to the other side. That was a weird unknown signal. Because what I might do, blueprint this. Pretty sure I have a blueprint. Print it, make a new one, and that one will be the actual cargo hauler for the iron. This one can just be my... This one can just be mine, because I'll probably take off the front connector on the actual driver one. And yeah, that storm's still going. How's the wind turbines looking? They're doing pretty darn well. Even the small ones, they get a better clearance than they did before. Which is great. I can't stay in there though. I gotta do something. I can't just not do anything. Okay, luckily we do have enough aluminum. It's just the refinery is quite slow. Now let's go to the survival. And let's get the survivor kit to help out. Yeah, because we need the storage space, that's why. It's going super slow because it doesn't have the capacity. Like, I need this capacity. I didn't know I needed it that bad. But I do. Ew. That's the actual worst one. Like, it's like each worst one is trying to up its, trying to beat each other by like 1 point. Alright, so while I'm waiting on that, it's like I could probably put more wind turbines. Like I probably could put like 2 on this side. I might at some point. I didn't have like the stairway to get up here. Actually, it would have to be like back here. I could make it work. Alright, can we sleep? Yes. Let's pass the night. Pass the night. Pass the storm. Weather the storm. I think we kind of did, but we still got hit. Because we're not, I wasn't sleeping inside. Which is quite annoying. I should be able to get rid of this. Top lock. Put that there. like to not stay stuck. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, that's only 4 to... Go faster, my pet. If I move that over to move that over, I wonder if you'll go any faster. So that way you're not pulling everything over. You already have what you need. I'll leave that 9 there. Because then I can put either this one or the one that already has it on there. I might put this one back down and then have it just corner. Just have it corner the building. Why don't you give this like a nice little detailed... Nice little detailed look. Don't I still have a lot of scrap? And dude, oh, it's still plate. Another 100, and then I can just move everything over here. Because then I could possibly repipe this guy. Like rework the bunkers so the pipe's coming out of here to go into here. And I think it will give it like a better flow. Can't believe I got stuck. Almost there though. I did forget about this cargo container though, which had a lot of empty space in it. You know what? Let's go ahead and get rid of this. That frees that up. Redo these armor blocks at some point because I don't want them there. They're only there to help get this thing in place because everything was being mean to me. Like nothing wanted to work like I wanted it to. Like this is gonna look so cool. Alright. That can stop. Hmm. Hmm? Ah, crap. It's kind of going over me. Kind of want to get this full. Whatever. Make sure I'm pulling the right number. I don't want extra. Okay, so we got cargo. Okay, so now we got decent cargo. That looks pretty cool. Now let's finish this up. Ooh, one thing I might do. Because I need. Yes, I know this is cargo access. But to have a terminal cargo container that looks nice in the garage space should be a thing. So let's grab. Tempted to put it. I just put it there.
Meteor storm inbound.
That thing's really getting close. Where are these meteors coming from? They may have come crashing down already, because I don't see them. Put that there. Let's grab. That and that. Go back here. Like so. So this can have 7. And 6. And it kind of works. Now I just gotta run over here, put everything into production, weld these few up so that I can use this cargo container over here, this small terminal block over here. Because sometimes you can pull stuff through here, sometimes you can't. Well, it looks like I can. Currently. But it's like sometimes you don't want to take that chance. So sometimes wide transit. But I think this would be a nice little addition to the base so far. See if I can get these bottom bits done. I might need to add a temporary floor here so I can get to the top. I don't know, I might be able to reach it. I did reach the... Yeah, I'll be able to reach it. Alright. We should have plenty of iron. What are we missing? Oh, we're missing nickel. Nickel is the next thing I need. So, maybe next episode, I start a nickel mine. And then try to... And maybe also try to get everything automated. Come on. Alright. That was weird. It's like at the moment I'm not getting the welding effect.
Energy low.
Your energy's low. I can kind of hear it, like kind of trying to weld. Come on. Give me the green. I want the green. There we go. Two. And that should be the last of them. We start to put down a floor. And then we'll be done. Then we have a functional garage. Not a done garage, a functional garage. A done garage once everything's welded, which won't be today. So, got that done. Alright, let's grab a couple more. That. Don't remember which the floor block is. But I think the backside of that part of the garage would. I think it'll look nice. Okay, so now here. Let's go here. Home. Let's find the stupid. Let's not call them stupid. Let's just call them floor blocks. What? Let's get up in here. Let's take off the color real quick, or the skin. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do my own detailing. So we'll be using. Okay, so we want. I think the yellow. I think the yellow stripe will look nice. I don't want to finish that when I dig it out. And then got the hazard. I don't need the stripe. So I might just do the solid center down the middle. And then that goes there. And then back to 9 to block that off. And then that's technically the floor of our garage. Now let's... Do I have any? I don't. Let's grab some. Window that. And like, as you can tell, some of it's not fully needed, but I think it helps, like, give it more of, like, the finish overall, like, aesthetic. Right, let's go 6. Okay, so from what I was watching with the road destination and road palette, and that it's gonna back it into position. So I need to put like a sensor. Actually, I will need all that strength. Event. There we go. Yeah, so this is going to be kind of its new spot. It may not be its permanent spot. It's like I may have one at each of the mines, and there was a way to, like, you can be able to, like, do a chat command to tell it to start. Or maybe I can do it where there's an action relay. An event controller is like, oh, we're low on this. You start working. Or I have a few of these like this, I then have others that are like dump trucks, which would be cool just to, like, they can park over here or something like that, and then I just drive up, empty out, then drive back. It'd be more like street parking than actual connector parking, which is another option. So I think that's going to be pretty cool once we get to that point. And then at some point, I will be putting like a small little battery that kind of looks like this in here for like emergency power type thing. It's more for looks than anything else. But I think this garage is going to look pretty cool. And then just the fact that I only added like the half troffers and then the small slopes. In here, I think that alone added a lot of detail. Because this roof is not flat anymore. I'm pretty sure it was at first. Not pretty sure. I know it was. That's like when you don't know everything what you're trying to do, sometimes you just gotta start building. And then, but then it's like me, I have to kind of talk it out a little. Which is probably part of my problem with the last series where I wasn't really talking too much. I was just in silent build mode. Let's build up. I want to see if we. Let's see what this looks like. Pretty sure this is what I want. Yeah, that is it. That's gonna look nice. Let's build up a couple more. Just to get the fuller picture. Alright, let's do. That. It is a different black, but it's like you can kind of say that it got like this got scuffed up by the wheels. Same with this little from how like not driving on the lines and stuff like that. But this got this color probably from like the oil. I have a lot more coming. Alright. Yeah, I think next time I'm definitely gonna try to work on getting an inventory manager up. Yeah, that would do nicely. It's gonna look super nice. Because even if, like, if I don't make any rovers any bigger than this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like I could mirror this on this side. I just don't know how. I would just need another rover, like park it here, and see if I can drive down the middle. And I would need 2 more rovers actually to see if we can easily fit another one down the middle for driving back and forth. Which would be pretty cool. But yeah, I think that is gonna look. Yeah, that's gonna be great. The start. Okay, so what do we need to do for next time? I should try to write down a. Oops. I probably should write it down elsewhere. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab an LCD. I'm going to stick it here for now. Things to do. Let's see. Interior. Living space. Walled garage. But what I'm probably going to do first next week nickel mine. Test. Road pallet. Which would give me a little bit more time to actually. I can't even spell. Oh, I never could spell. Test road pilot. Besides replacing the sun blues and refineries, the main thing is this than that. Yeah. Those two things first. Living space would be nice. But oh. Greenhouse. And I think that's majority of what I really want to get done in the next few episodes. But I say we are making progress in the right direction, because I kind of wasn't expecting to get all this done. Like, I thought about making like a small garage, and in a way that is a little small, but it's not small. Like, I don't know what I'm putting here yet. I may try to put make some something out of blocks along here to make it look nice, so it's not just a square. But not sure. Could use a little bit of round to break it up a little. Not sure. But anyway, if you have any suggestions, leave it down in the comments. I'd like to thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and hopefully I see you next time. Later.